magic to work, you have to truly believe in the magic.
So really, really quickly, I know we've mentioned about possible all-star selections. I was just going to run through everybody here. I was going to start with Skinny. If it's an East-West format, who you taking on the Eastern team, and does Moz have a shot at being the coach? So I'm going to start with Skinny, then Mikey, Paul, G.
All right. So I'm super glad that we're going back to this East-West format. I'm
Yeah.
hoping we go back to the guys wearing their team uniforms. That would just be the
Yes,
coolest thing ever.
absolutely, Skinny.
That would be
Yeah.
so cool. Like, man, you remember when everybody used to have their different warm-up jerseys out there, and like it's that for sure. That's gonna be cool. I think right now there's definitely an argument that Coach Mosley could be that coach for the All-Star game. I'd probably shed a few tears if he was in his third year, to be honest with you. That'd be an amazing feat for him. Quickly, my All-Stars, they're pretty most of these I feel pretty good about except for one. So I got Embiid, I got Giannis, I got Tatum. I think Halliburton's probably going to play himself into that, especially because it's in Indiana. I think Maxey could probably get in there too because he's with Embiid. Dame, Donovan Mitchell, Mikal Bridges, Bam Adebayo's been playing out of his mind in Miami. I'm not gonna lie. And so that leaves me with, I believe, 10. I have Trae Young on here because he's putting up crazy numbers, but they are like ninth in the Eastern Conference. And if they continue to slip, I believe Franz can get in there. And regardless, I think we'll have one All-Star. I do. I think, well, I don't think they'll be a starter. I think they'll be a reserve, but I think Franz could sneak in Trae Young's spot. And I think Paolo is probably gonna be that guy that they take first, just because of him being the number one overall pick, and they're gonna, look at him as our alpha guy on the team. But yeah, I definitely think that we'll have some representation up in Indiana come February.
Love it. Love it. Mikey, can you follow on?
Yeah, so I've got, there's obviously going to be some magic bias on this episode, but I've got Paolo and Franz. This is who I would have, but I don't think Franz is going to make it. But I've got Paolo, Franz, Giannis, Dame, Joel Embiid, Tyrese Maxey, Donovan Mitchell, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum. I've got Bam, I've got Trae Young, and I've got Halliburton. That's my 12.
Okay.
But yeah, I think... Did you guys see the post the other day? I think it was Kevin Pelton that got some pelters for his takes and comparing Scotty Barnes' numbers to Paolo. Scotty Barnes isn't doing what Paolo's doing. He didn't do it last year, and he's not doing it this year. The Raptors are, I think you said, Skinny. They're 10th, so they're 10 and 14. So you've got people trying to position Scotty Barnes for the All-Star team on a losing team. Yet the Magic are third in the East, half a game back of Milwaukee in second. Your best two players are averaging over 20 points a game. Like, to me, it's a no-brainer. Like, Scotty Barnes shouldn't be in the All-Star game over Franz or Paolo, but unfortunately, I think there's going to be some media bias that's going to say otherwise for me. But that's my 12.
Starting 5, I'm going Tyrese Halliburton, Donovan Mitchell, Jason Tatum, Giannis, and Joel Embiid. They're my starting 5. Dame, Trae Young, Jalen Brunson as 3 guards on from the bench. Mikal Bridges, Jimmy Butler, Paolo as the forwards, and like Skinny said, Bam's playing out his mind. So I think probably Bam as the backup centre, possibly Porzingis, possibly Miles Turner. Hard to pick. Out of those, Bam. Tyrese Maxey, I feel bad missing him. He's missing out. Cade Cunningham, Zach LaVine, Darius Garland. You can make considerations for them, but no, they're mine. That's who I'm going with. Franz is just missing out. I'd love to see Franz there, though.
Welsh Wizard, what you got?
Exactly the same as young Mr. Clark there. But so I'm not going to go over what he's just said because I literally agree with him wholeheartedly. But, you talk about Coach Mose, and it would be absolutely fantastic if he did it. Obviously, all we've got to do is get a second. Joe Mazzulla was the coach of the Team Giannis last year, or what would now be the Team East. So, that's where the team needs to focus on. We've got until February whatever it is, to get to second in the East, and that needs to be almost something on the drawing board in the team locker room to get that for the coach. If you get first, fantastic. But Mazzulla obviously can't do it this year, having done it last year. So it's about being better than the Bucks, the Sixers. But ultimately, as I've mentioned on many other episodes, we want to win our division. We want to win the Southeast Division. We beat the Miami Heat. We own that division, and let's keep owning that division for the foreseeable future. Because I don't think any team in that division has got a bright as future as we have. So let's just try that first.
Not a team in the East has got a brighter future than we've got.
Oh, I absolutely agree, mate. But let's just start with the Southeast first, and let's keep on rolling.